Hey everybody, my name is Brady Simpson and I'm the founder and CEO of Simtek. I want to tell you all about your Stealth Alert sensor and how it works. Let's get right into it. Now after you've taken the cover off, what you want to do next is remove the device. After you remove the device, lift out the plastic tray to reveal the accessories and the different cards of information. So here we have the rechargeable battery, the quick start guide and other information, as well as the external antenna. So go ahead and take out the external antenna and the battery and insert those into your sensor. Go ahead and remove the external antenna, find the part to plug it in to the port, and it just simply snaps in place like so. Now let's review some of the information. So here's the quick start guide. It's got everything you need to learn a little bit about your sensor. We've got some FCC information, our email to let you know if we can help, and that's about it. There is also a rechargeable USB cable there, but it is not in this box. Alright, now that you've fully recharged your battery and plugged in the antenna, make sure you go ahead and download the app from the App Store, either on Google Play or on iOS, so that you can start the setup, okay? Easy as that. All right, let's go over what the lights mean. Let's go over your device and kind of how it works. So, first things first, the blue light, this means motion. This means motion is detected. So, if I'm not moving here, you can see when I move, it will flash the blue light. This does not mean it is alerting. Now, this clear window is where the light sensor is. But note, there is no LED indicating that light has been triggered. And inside the sensor is an accelerometer. So if you move it around, an accelerometer will also send you an alert. But there's also no LED indicating that the accelerometer has been detected, only for motion. Now, in order for your device to send you an alert, it simply needs to be in a place without motion, without light, or vibration for about 5 seconds. That's how long it takes to arm itself. And you can see the lights here indicating that the alert is being transmitted. Yours will be green and red. This is a test device, so it looks blue, but that is where it will happen. After about 20 seconds, you'll get an alert through the Simtek app and through SMS. So let's talk about your sensor a little bit more in detail. This is the recharging port for the USB recharger for the battery. And this is the side with all of the lights indicating what's happening with the device. Now again, this blue one on top with the hand next to it is exactly the place where you're going to see if motion was detected. Underneath that, in the middle, is where the cellular transmission LEDs light up when an alert is happening. Notice that light actually bleeds through to that area from the motion sensor above it. That separation is not intentional, and we'll fix that in a future product, but the green and red LEDs will light up here in the center when there's an alert being transmitted. Now your device ID is right here on the back, and it's that QR code. Now that's pretty much it. The device is rock solid, it is very durable, and what you need to do to arm it and get it ready for an alert, simply place it in any dark, motionless space without light or movement or vibration for about 5 seconds, and then it will go into arm mode. All right, everybody, now that you've set up your device, let's talk about how you want to actually place it in your safe or wherever you're going to be monitoring it. There's a few important details that you need to know about the antenna and your setup. Let's get into it. Now, if your safe has a small hole in the back of it or on the bottom of it, that's perfect because you can string your antenna right through there and then mount your antenna on the back or in a secure and safe place. Otherwise, you may want to consider drilling a hole in your safe. Now, if you can't do that, we do have an option for people, okay? So this is how we actually are able to... Let's talk about how you're going to store and mount your antenna on the inside. Essentially, you want to get it as close to the top gap or opening of your safe as possible. This way, the antenna has the opportunity to try to escape as you're opening and closing your safe and when it's in there. So, the safe has a metal side to it, and I'm able to use the magnetic bottom of the antenna and safely and securely store it right there. We've also got this really handy braided metal extension cable. Now this is to make your antenna much longer. It's about 4 feet in length, and what you can do is string it from your safe to an area that's a lot safer and more secure out the back or side of your safe. I'll show you what that looks like. Now the braided metal cable is really nice because you can actually close the safe door on it just like so and string your antenna out through the front if you need to as well. We recommend a stealthier option, but this certainly gets the job done and will be perfectly acceptable. Now let's talk about a couple other features that I'm really excited to share with you new to 2nd gen. So the first one is temperature and humidity sensors. Every alert is going to show you the temperature and humidity within the app. This is a great way for you to kind of keep in check what your sensor is doing and what you're up to. Unfortunately, there's no heartbeat where you can get the temperature and humidity values sent to you on a regular cadence. It only comes through during the alert. Now, the second big feature that I'm really excited to share with you is the accelerometer. This is a chip that we've added on the 2nd gen. Essentially allows you to see if anyone's jostling your safe or the place that you've got your sensor in. Now, this is really important because if somebody's got a crowbar, they're trying to jiggle your safe and get it open, or maybe you've got a storage container or a car, RV, something you're monitoring. If somebody starts moving that thing, you're going to be able to know. And this is really important. So we've got 3 different sensor types on there now. We've got the motion detector for infrared motion, we've got the light sensor for any visible light, and then we've got the accelerometer for vibration or physical movement. Now, you may be wondering, what's the difference between the motion sensor and the accelerometer? It's a good question, and the accelerometer tracks the physical movement of the device, whereas the infrared motion sensor, it only tracks physical infrared motion of an object. So what that means is it will detect, either human or animal movement, but not physical movement on the infrared motion sensor. And so now we've got these 3 sensors, they're all working in unison to provide you the most security and the most coverage. All right, now there's two features that I'm really excited to talk about, which are all about security and reliability. So the first is an onboard internal antenna. So this onboard internal antenna is an upgraded one from the first gen, and its primary purpose is to make sure that if somebody tries to defeat your device and remove that external antenna, your device is going to immediately switch over to this fallback internal onboard antenna to get your alert out safely and securely. Now, some people, they might not be monitoring inside of a safe, and this onboard antenna might be their primary antenna, and they might not even need the external one. So that's why it exists. It's mostly a security and reliability feature. Now, the second feature is a way in which we actually fall back to a specific SMS protocol during the alert sequence. So here's how it works. If your device is alerting and it's having a tough time trying to get it through via the data connection that we have, what your device will do is fall back to an SMS-based protocol, which will allow it to more reliably send you that message. Now, these are just two features that we have to make sure that you are always getting your alerts reliably and in a performant manner, typically within about 20 seconds. At Simtek, we really care about engineering and pour a lot of hours and a lot of really highly talented people into these problems so that you can be secure and have that peace of mind for whatever you're monitoring in your life.